Hello and welcome to another episode of Mocha Latte After Dark. I am JJ Fitzgerald, and today's topic is it unreasonable to expect a man that you've had an amazing connection with to remove himself from the online dating site that you met him? I'm bringing up this topic because it's something I just experienced. I met a man on Christmas. The very first conversation that we had, which was on cam, was about maybe 4 to 5 hours, maybe longer than that. And I knew from that moment that I was going to fall in love with him. We continued talking and camming and texting and all of that. We just had this very special connection that I can't even articulate. It was divine intervention. But the dilemma was I took myself off of the site that we met and he remained on there. So I had mentioned it 3 times. The last time that I mentioned it, he said he was going to remove himself from the site. That was on a Saturday. I waited until Wednesday to check and he was still there, and he had been active 2 days before, so that would have been Monday. Naturally, I was disappointed. I was hurt. I called him. He basically said he was going to take himself off when he was ready, essentially. I told him not to even bother. I just said, just stay on there because it's clear that you are unsure about me. Just stay put and find what you think you're looking for. He asked me to be patient with him and basically said that if he took himself off, he would feel like I was forcing him and he would be angry, which made no sense to me because in one breath you say that you're serious about me, but then in another breath you're saying if I force you to take yourself off, then you'll be angry. And that was the very thing that I had mentioned on Saturday when I spoke to him about it. I said, don't take yourself off unless you really want to take yourself off because I don't want you to be resentful. He asked me why I didn't trust him. The issue is that I've been down this road so many times before where I meet somebody, we have great rapport, and they don't want to take themselves off the dating site. I think they think that they're going to miss something, and perhaps they will. But what I don't appreciate is when that does happen and I let someone go, several months later, when they don't find the person that they think they're looking for, or they find someone else and it doesn't work out, they want to come back to me. And that's not fair. If you find someone that you have a special connection with, just get off the site. Staying on there can be a distraction because if someone that you think looks better or the profile may read fancier or touch you in a certain way, then you're torn. It just seems like men can't focus these days. There are so many options for them. They can't just settle down with one person. They cannot commit to commit. Quite frankly, I'm tired of putting my emotions and my heart caring about a person and this happens. So I try to go into every situation without expectations, but when there is such an amazing connection like I thought that I had with this man, I tend to let my guard down. I'm not going to cave. I don't think what I'm asking for is unreasonable if you indeed feel the same way that I do. So that's another episode of Mocha Latte After Dark. I'd love to hear what you think about this topic and be true.